Guys, today we are going to be making a tips video from beginner to pro, and then we'll do all the different categories. So today I'm here with Jim, and he's going to be helping me.
Hello.
Okay, so the first thing
Alrighty.
is going to be double walls. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to hit off and up, and then it should look like this, right, once you're good. And then, so like, that's for very beginners.
Too.
Mhm.
A tip. You wanna push upward and not forward, because if you push forward, you're just gonna go out like that. Make sure to, once you hit off.
Also have
hit
to make
back
sure
to
you're
another one,
pushing
but
very
keep
up.
pushing up.
You have to make sure you're not pushing just side to side. You have to make sure you're pushing up for sure. Instead of, because this, when I was new, I would go like this. I would just go, like I would try to go up, and then I just like barely be moving. And then try to do it fast, so that you can make sure you're like keeping your momentum. And then, so the next thing you're gonna learn is pinch climbing. You're gonna grab the wall and pull up, and then this is what it looks like. Basically, if you want to do it fast, you're gonna put your arms in a circular motion, and if you're really good, you're just gonna like hit off and do kind of like do this. I don't know, it doesn't really work for me, but I've seen a lot of people doing it, and it seems like it works for them. So,
And then a tip for double walls for pinch climbing. It's like hugging yourself. So like you jump up, do a half arm circle, and then make sure to grab on tightly.
yeah.
But don't push too hard, because then you're just gonna be pushed off. Just a nice grab until you hear the sound of hitting.
Yep. Okay, so next, for beginner, I'm gonna be teaching you basically the basics of ground. So for ground, what you're gonna do, you're gonna put your hand like this, and you're gonna pull forward, and then put your other hand in front. And then, and if you're like, actually I'll save that for later. So basically, you're gonna pull very vertically to the ground, because like if you hit up, your maximum speed is basically like this.
Yeah, make sure to stay parallel to the floor. It's like skis, but on your hands. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. But instead it's forward, backwards, forward, backwards.
That's an odd way to explain it, but okay.
That's how I was taught, so.
But yeah, basically you have to stay very vertical, and then you're gonna do that. You're gonna stretch your arm all the way out, and basically you're gonna do this with your arm, and then with this arm you're just gonna do that. If you're new, like, and you're really bad, I'm sorry for saying that, but you're gonna have to do this, and you're gonna kind of spin your arms around, and then you're gonna do a little funny running, kind of like that.
For all those people who are learning how to run like that, and you're a chef, it's like chopping those onions. You gotta hit up and down.
I mean, I doubt we're gonna be
fast.
teaching any chefs, but okay. I guess if you know how to chop stuff, I suppose, which most new people probably don't. It's mostly minigames kids, let's be honest.
If you're the youngest, you're lucky.
Yeah, so basically, the next thing you're gonna want to learn is walls. So you're basically gonna come over here, and which I did not learn this when I was new, but yeah, what he's doing. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab and like hit sideways and up, kind of, and then once you're good, it'll look kind of like this, and you'll be able to get all the way to slippery walls. And you can even do it on slippery walls.
A fun fact about walls is you get a little bit of time to stick, so it doesn't have to just be quickly, because you have time to stick, so you could stop, plant, and just push down and turn your body. It's not just a joystick. You can move your body.
So for wall running, basically you're gonna try to like get a lot of traction, and you're gonna hit as forward as you possibly can, so that you don't hit off. Like you want to grab, kind of like grab the wall. I guess you could do this if you want to. I wouldn't do that, but and then like you're basically grabbing it and like hoisting yourself forward, like pulling forward and launching. So that's
And a good practice way for walls, if you go to the gazebo area, and if you look at the picnic table, this seating spot is perfect because you could wrap your arm around in a circular motion, and because when you go on the walls, you go up and hit in a circle, so you could push up and keep moving
that'll be
instead of just
useful
push
for
and getting your hand stuck.
that'll be useful for something we're saving for later. But there's also
always been
branching,
fun.
right? So for branching, you're basically gonna hit like across the branches, and you want to kind of like be unpredictable, like freestyle kind of, you know? Like you're just kind of hitting on random branches, and then you could like get on walls, hit onto a branch, and something like that. Just like kind of mix it up. Like you could go on floor and then go on walls, go on to like ramp or something. And a tip for ramp, instead of going up like this, since they're just going to be able to catch you and it's really predictable, since they have speed boost, like you don't want to just go straight up and forward. What you're going to want to do is kind of grab, like hit on these, you know? It's like you're going to hit like that and just basically like mix it up, you know? So for intermediate now, it's gonna be scaling. So basically what you're gonna do, you're gonna hit off of this, grab onto another branch, and here's a few versions of scaling. So from this angle, you're gonna hit like this, grab this, do that, and then you're gonna do that, and then do that, and then you're just gonna pinch climb to the top. So
Yeah, with scaling, if the branch is close enough to where you could just push off the tree and wrap on, do it. You don't always have to hit off the tree and get up.
yeah, that's true. Like you could just go ahead and do that, kind of, you know. So then there's gonna be advanced double walls, or I mean intermediate double walls, which is gonna be basically elevatoring. So you're gonna put your arm through, and then you're gonna like kind of pull your body forward. And if you don't have long arms, this probably won't work. Then you're just gonna circle your wrist and do that until you get to the top, you know? So like basically you're gonna sort of grab onto that and kind of do that motion.
A tip with elevatoring is when you put your arm through, just take a big arm circle, and like the pinch climbing, wrap on. Just make sure to push up just like the pinch climbing, but just with one arm. And if your arms are short, that's okay, because you could use your other arm and help push upward.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's basically like pinch climbing but from the side, you know? If you're new and you have short arms. So then, next,
Wait, what about wall running on double walls like this?
I'm just gonna save all of that for juking. So then, for intermediate walls, what you're gonna do, basically, so we're gonna do verticaling right now. So basically, you're gonna spin your wrist in small circles, and it'll look kind of like this. But you have to start with a Lucio and then kind of go like that. I'm not very good at verticaling. I prefer Lucioing personally. But so to practice that, you're gonna kind of spin your arm around the thing right here, like he said. So you're gonna spin it around and then just practice that motion, you know? You can do it right here and like just for a few minutes every day. Or
And when you get
sometimes
better,
I like to do it right here for smaller circles. And
yeah, if you think going slow, if you ever think you're going too slow, you could speed up the pace because verticaling is very fast because it's supposed to be a fast way of escaping.
yeah, so now we're gonna do intermediate branching. So I'm gonna show you guys an intermediate branching route. So for this branching route, what you're gonna do, you're gonna go ahead and start about right here. You're gonna jump to this branch, then you're gonna come right here, hop to this branch, and then hop to this branch, then go right here, go to this branch, hit on this branch, then you're gonna hit onto here, then hit onto here, and you're gonna want a huge leap, and you're gonna want to hit up and then grab. So that's
And then
basically a good route.
could I also teach one thing for intermediate?
Sure.
Okay, so it's where you should be at least learning it, intermediate level stuff. It's called underbranching. So instead of hitting up like that, you hit under it.
Yeah, so it's
So
kind of
how
like,
you do underbranching
so you're gonna
is you do part
grab,
scale and then
so
just
like,
practice grabbing
yeah.
onto the tree.
Yeah, it's like
So, like,
basically
what I've been
reach your hand
doing-
from under and then hit, and you're gonna go to the next branch. You don't want to just do it and end up on floor though. That's just pointless, you know. It's a great way to start routes.
Yeah.
You can do finish routes and stuff while doing that.
Like if I ever fall on the floor and there's lava monkeys coming after me, usually they'll think you'll just hit here and go up. But instead, you're gonna go using the underbranch and just make a way. You don't have to go the way I do, but it's just the way I do it. Practicing for underbranching where the intermediate level starts, you want to practice at least hitting the tree.
Right.
So like practice going on the tree and just hitting off. You don't have to land on another branch, but just practice hitting off. If you miss the tree completely, then still just practice branching the opposite way.
Okay, now this is
But
my
don't
favorite part.
underbranch, just go.
So recently I've been making juke edits. So I'm gonna show you guys most of the jukes that I use in those. So first of all, here's a way to confuse them. So you're gonna go onto elevator, and you're just gonna hit backwards, like off of it. Like you're gonna go completely on and go off, and that's that may like go into double walls, but we're saving that for later. So here is another juke that's really good. So you can basically
leaderboard
wrap, yeah, you're gonna hit off of here and then wrap your hand around, grab onto it. And what I like to do once you're done with that, grab under, like kind of, so once you're right here, you're gonna like see this, reach under, and then pull, then come over here, and basically you'll go over here and they'll still be right here, really confused if you go really fast. And they'll be wondering why you're right behind them.
If hitting on the leaderboard's hard, you can always practice going here and then hitting it and wrapping around.
Yeah, I didn't use that, but that actually is a pretty good idea. So here's another juke. It has a lot to. It's another. I'm gonna start with like all the leaderboard jukes. So, a lot of people also call this sign. So basically, you're gonna fake going up it, and you're just gonna launch off, you know. And you're gonna kind of launch backwards, you know, Because normally people come into it like this. If you launch backwards, then you won't run into them, you know? And then here's
And
another
then you
one
could
that,
also
oh, you say.
you can also go here and just hit off that pillar, because instead of wrapping around, some people could just walk around right there and wait for you in case you fall. So you could always just hit here and hit backwards. If this one
Yeah.
is a little confusing.
So for a juke here where people will think you're going up here, Sava actually invented this. So you're gonna hit like that. And so you're gonna like hit up and then down. And they'll be like really confused because they thought you were going up and they might still think you're going up. And then you can just like kind of freestyle it from there. And then here's how to juke on ground basically. So you can do the like TikTok juke where you just like jump up and let them under you. I say that's very overrated. It's kind of dumb. I use it in some things, but only against really bad players. So basically, when I taught you how to do this, here's the best way to do that. You're gonna like reach over and then basically hit like that the whole time, and then it's gonna kind of look like this. And so basically, you're gonna kind of use that, and you're gonna like really like turn really fast, and then so basically you're gonna go right here, and you're gonna actually switch directions. And I've used that in some of my juking edits. And yeah, it's just a really good way to like kind of juke people out. Also, you can kind of spin in a circle. Like I wouldn't do this if you get motion sick like me, but you can spin in a circle and kind of just freestyle it, and then you can like keep spinning in the same way.
Yeah, like what I like doing is I like doing this. If I'm ever getting chased, I would run and just spin. Just do a full 360, because then when you do the spin, they're gonna think you're just gonna turn. But then when you turn around, you have all that running room if it's only one person.
Yeah, I don't like to do the spinning juke because I get motion sick, so it doesn't really work for me. So basically, here's another juke. It's gonna be the campfire juke. So
I don't think
you hit off. So you're gonna come over here and then hit off, or you could go like fake this way and then hit. But you're gonna make sure you're hitting up and then off, because you can go pretty far with just hitting off the campfire, you know? Instead of just doing that, you're
a tip with going up, either on the ground or on the campfire, kind of lean your body up forward and then push back hard. So like you wind up and then you push. It's like a flick forward, but it's with your full forearm.
You could also go straight up, which I don't like to do, but it's risky because they could just stay under you. But if you go straight up, they could go like that way and go under you. So like they go that way, and then that would be a juke. But before you do that, you have to like confuse them a little first. And then, so I don't really like teaching this one, but it's the slide juke. So you're gonna grab onto this and then launch. So it's kind of like what I did right there, except right here, kind of. And then
it's also like elevatoring.
Yeah, because
like you wrap your arm in.
You don't have a hitbox in the middle of your arm. There's a hitbox right here and a hitbox right here. So basically, you have a lot of freedom to put your arm in between things like that. Another way to use that is right here.
Oh, the pull, dude.
Yeah. So it's called the rag spin, I think. So you're gonna grab on with two hands and then launch backwards, kind of like this. And then you're kind of like you're going the opposite direction, so it confuses them. But I don't think it works very well right now because so many people just know about it. And yeah, I don't think it's very useful. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, I don't think it's not that useful because I've been doing it in Publix, and whenever I wrap around, they just sometimes they just hit off or they just stay, and then they flip tag me most of the time.
Yeah, so
But otherwise,
that'll soon we're going to be doing our tagging portion. So that's the rag spin. What I like to do
and
is to act like I'm going to do that and then hit back like kind of like that. And then yeah, it's pretty useful.
and then another juke that lots of people do, Sava, I mostly see him do it. It's where you go up on a tree, you scale, and just hit the bottom of it quickly. Like if you're ever getting chased, usually you're gonna scale, but in this situation, you just go up and
Oh
hit the
yeah,
bottom of
I've
the
done
tree
that.
or the bottom of the branch.
Bro, I had this juke. I think I posted this one. Basically, you put this up, you grab on the top.
Oh, the hospital flip?
Yeah, but except I used it on ground and that kid just went like this. Like he just jumped up and tried to tag me there. So yeah, that'll be part of our branching section. But right now, we're working on jukes. Here's another one that I did in a video. I went like this, and then I kind of like hit off of this. Oh, and here's one, I really love this juke. Horizon G-Tag made it. So this balloon thing kind of gets in the way. And yeah, it's pretty annoying. Just like everything in this update. But basically you're going to hit off and then go on this. Grab on this and then loop back around. So it'll be kind of like this. Oh frick, I messed it up. Hold on. It'll be kind of like that, yeah. So that's what it'll look like. You have any tips on this one?
I think just don't hit too over. Make sure you actually turn your body, because if you don't turn your body, you're just gonna end up hitting off and you won't know where the staircase is.
And try to be like kind of slow and careful doing this.
Like I just hit my.
Try to be like slow and careful because you can always like mess up and hit on this thing and then you'll be kind of like stuck. You have to make sure you're going over it and you're going on that and then hitting back, and that'll confuse them a lot. Now I'm going to do the double walls. So you're going to stick both of your hands in and then basically you're going to do kind of circles and it'll look like that. Yeah, like that. You can also do a backwards one, so you stick your arm out, launch in, and then do that backwards. Also, I lied about the fact that I was playing for a month. I haven't been playing for a month. I don't know. It was when, yeah, I think it was like GT3 Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it was around that time.
Yeah. So then for double walls to like juke people out, so I'm about to make a montage on double walls. It's gonna be kind of good. You should watch it, but basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna kind of like hit like this, and you have to be very like cautious, or like not very cautious, and you're basically just being really unpredictable. And then whenever you see them up here, you're just gonna kind of go under them, and then it kind of looked like that. And then once you're on here, you can also just kind of like wrap around and then hit on something.
And then with that wraparound, there's also this other juke I call it the electro swing. It's where you get in an elevator, and if you go to the edge, and you swing around and catch yourself on the other double wall. And then, because some people are just gonna think you're just gonna get off the double walls, but instead you could just wrap around. This one's
Right.
very popular.
Yeah. So I don't remember who invented that. I remember it was like I saw a YouTuber do it. And then did that. But yeah, it's actually really useful, and even though it's popular, you can still use it and it'll still work. Did you leave?
No, I'm just getting water.
Oh,
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
okay. So basically, for branching, you're gonna have hospital flips. So you're gonna kind of do that and wrap around and kind of go the opposite direction, or you don't have to go completely the opposite direction, but you could. And so like, oh, I forgot about scaling stump. Basically, you can do this, hit off, and then go up, kind of like up that way. I'm not gonna do too much on stump because there's so many videos that include stump. But basically, that's a great way. And then for branching, you just have to be very like I already taught you a route. I'll teach you another route actually. It's really good that I love to do. That's in a lot of my videos, montages mostly. So basically, you're gonna hop on this one, hit off, go right here. Then you're gonna hit off of here, hit right here, go right here, and you could go up there and go to like treehouse kind of, or you could hit off and kind of go right here, and then you're just kind of like hitting around, and you'll just get to treehouse, and then you could really go anywhere, you know.
Oh, I saw this one juke. It's by TTT made it.
Mhm.
So if you go to the bridge with the rings of balloons, the colorful bridge,
Mhm.
because if you go under, there's a lot of room and you could move quickly. I suggest tilting your head, but when TTT uses this, you could go 2 under. I don't suggest it, but if you go 1 under, you could just move
Yeah.
yourself around.
And you're gonna do like tiny hops and then launch off.
Yeah, like TTT players would wrap around like that, and then it's like the electro swing with the elevator. You could wrap around and then catch yourself, wrap around, catch yourself, and
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah. Here's some jukes. Here's a section. I would split this up into a section because I love these jukes.
Oh no,
But
I'm getting chased by lava monkeys. Oh no.
here's a peb
Here,
one.
I'm
You're gonna kind of come under here. Oh frick! I can't believe I fell off there.
being chased by lava monkeys. Oh no. Here, I'm gonna just.
You come under there, launch off, go right here, hit right here, and then go right here, go around and go back, and they're gonna be pretty confused about that one. Here's another one that he invented. He basically, he'll do this, he'll jump off, hit right here. Oh frick, hold up. So he'll jump off right here, hit right there, yeah, where he is. I'm kind of bad at this one. And then he'll kind of launch up over here, but you kind of want to do it more like that and then grab on like he's kind of doing. Yeah. So that's another one. And then I forgot the last one that Peb did. For that one, you might want to check out his channel. It's pretty cool. He's really good at the game, and he makes cool edits and montages and stuff. Or he doesn't make edits, I lied. He only makes montages. But he's still really good at the game. And you should also check out Horizon GT. He's very good at juking. He's a lot better than me for jukes. So I recommend those. And then you can also jump onto double walls backwards. I forgot. And then stick your arm out, kind
Oh
of.
yeah, I think you told him about that.
Oh, I did. Yeah. So basically, that's how you're gonna. That's a lot of jukes, and that's how you're gonna juke people. I've come up with those and found those for my entire time of playing, and I've learned a lot of jukes. So yeah, just try those out because I've tested these thoroughly. And then for walls, I have to teach you how to Lucio. So to Lucio, basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna basically vertical, but with two hands. It's like the jerking method, you know, kind of like that, you know. And then grab onto the wall and yeah, kind of do stuff like that.
And then a juke for the walls. 2 jukes for the walls. First one, if you ever are in danger and you can't wall run, or you don't like going on walls, you could do part Lucio and then hit down. 2 taps,
Yeah,
hit back
yeah,
down,
kind of like
and then you
this.
could do it 2 times and then go up.
Yes, like fake. If you want to check out some jukes, I'd recommend this channel V1 Pair. So V1 PERR. It's a really good channel.
And then
I met that guy in the lobby. He's crazy at juking. He has some really good edits.
another juke on walls is called the slip slap. This is a mechanic hopefully
Yeah.
everybody knows. It's when
Okay.
you go on slippery walls and you hit off quickly and you should get a boost.
Yeah, you have to hit off with red walls, and then you'll get a boost. Yeah, for slippery, you're just gonna want to hit really hard and really, really fast. And yeah, it'll pretty much work pretty well if you do that. And so I think that's it. Did we skip something?
Yeah. I don't think so.
Just for comp, you're gonna want to check out the Discord and ask people on there. It has a tutorial about linking your account. And then also, you can do clan scrimmages. You have to be official with Discord and join their Discord. But yeah, that's how you're gonna link up with comp and stuff. So that's yeah, that's it. I think that's it now. With comp.
Yeah.
And you have to be like really creative. Like you could go like right here, and then like hit down and then kind of do something. I don't know. I think I saw someone do that in a scrim, but yeah, that's basically it. There's also, you can go under stuff like kind of like this and hit under like that, and you can also like go under here. You might get stuck. There's a risk, and then kind of just do that. It'll look kind of like this. You're just, oh frick, you're going under here and you're gonna want to duck your head and stuff. Oh, also there's this crazy walls thing I learned. It actually works so well. So you're gonna want to tilt your head to the side and then do walls. And then if you tilt your head like this, your body actually barely moves. So it gets you back on track if you're about to fall off. So that's how it's gonna work. And then I'm not going to teach anything about the bouncy house and stuff because it only is 1 month a year. But yeah, I think that's basically it. Is that everything else we have to teach them?
Be nice, don't be toxic, and help other
Actually,
people.
if you want to help me make my montages, do be toxic. I mean, not montage, my edits. do not be toxic, but if you want to be toxic, I'm gonna put you into edit for sure. A joking one. But yeah, I think that's basically it. And yeah, longer arms helps you a lot, but sticks and like long arms and cheats and stuff, they're not like good. You're either gonna get reported because you can't do any of that in comp. The only thing you can do it in is private servers and modded servers. And don't do any of that because you don't actually most of the time it actually won't even help you. And also, just for clarification, in comp you are allowed to use keyboard and mouse in Steam, just not Steam Link because that's what most people use with mods. You're not allowed to use that in comp. So yeah, I think that's about it. Try to use these and tell me in the comments what you thought. If you enjoyed this video, just like and subscribe. And that's it. If you have any questions or like videos you want to be made, just put it in the comments and I'll make it again. But with those. So yeah, that's it. Alright, what's up guys? Today we are going to be making a tips video from beginner to pro, and then we'll do all the different categories. So today I'm here with Jim and he's going to be helping me.
Hello.
Okay, so the first thing is going to be double walls. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to hit off and up, and then it should look like this, right, once you're good. And then, so like, that's for very beginners.
Too?
Mm-hmm.